But I'll be on it always, always and
Hey queens, welcome back to my Queen Cave. My name is Shelby, Queen of the Queen Cave. I'm back today with another recap for 90 Day Fiancé, The Single Life. But before we get into that, if you are not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. You already know the deal. Today we are recapping 90 Day The Single Life, Season 5, Episode 9, The Art of Monkey Bearing. Okay, so we're starting with Sophie, Liz, and Julia. They're finally meeting up to talk about their blow up they had just 4 days ago. I feel like it's been a lot longer than that, but anyway, Liz calls out Sophie for her mean girl behavior in her confessional, which I wish she would have did that while they were talking. I don't know why everyone, I see a lot of people have all their smoke in the confessionals. They don't have that same energy when the person's in front of them, which is so annoying. But anyway, they haven't been including Liz in anything. They've been going on their little excursions on their fun outing, it seems like, and Liz has not been included, which I thought was real whack and fucked up. But I do feel like they both had sincere apologies to each other, and they just agreed going forward to work on their communication and be respectful towards each other. And at this point, this is when Sophie catches Liz up on what's been going down between her and Pedro, how bad of an experience she had with Nicole and Pedro's mom at Nicole's birthday party, and how she met this new guy and how she's so excited to get to know him and hang out with him. And honestly, it's like, there's nothing wrong with her wanting to branch out and meet new people. I'm just confused as to why she didn't give any of this energy that she has to this new guy that she met for Pedro at all since she's been here. Like, the entire time she's been here, she has not given him any energy where it's like, oh yeah, I'm really wanting to be around you and get to know you, and I'm so excited to be in your presence. She has not given that to him at all. And of course, I think it's because of his hard love bombing when she first got there, but it seems like she's way more interested in this new guy than she's ever been for Pedro. Getting over to Vanya, it's now the next morning, and her and Stanella are just trying to recap what happened the night before after Tony had his little mini blow up and went to bed early. And Stanella basically just says she didn't feel like she went too hard on Tony. She just wanted to make sure him and Vanya were on the same page, but clearly he could not handle it. He got up and got all mad. And Vanya is really understanding and noticing the red flags that Tony is showing early in the relationship, which is also concerning. Once you see these signs early on, you need to get out of there. There is no overlooking him. There is no, oh, I didn't see him. We cannot do that anymore. We need to go ahead, use our discernment, and bounce. The biggest thing that she's upset about with Tony is when he hung up on her in her face when they were on the phone. She felt like that was extremely disrespectful, and that's the first thing she's going to confront him about when they go on their date later on in the day. But on the other hand, Tony feels ganged up on. He feels like Vanya just kind of left him out for cold and left him alone, and he just feels awkward and uncomfortable, and he doesn't really know what to do at this point after what happened last night, and he's just kind of feeling out of place. And honestly, I can understand where he's coming from, because not only is this a brand new relationship, we are already kind of quickly getting to the point to meeting your family, and your family already doesn't like me, and it's like, you aren't backing me up, you aren't making me feel like you have my back or anything, so it kind of makes me feel like I'm on my own. So I understand where Tony's coming from, but on the other hand, I don't feel like he really handled the situation that good last night, kind of storming off and kind of cutting off any other questions Stanella had. So that on his part was bad too. Now they're on their way to the beach for their date, and Tony expresses how blindsided he felt by Stanella's questioning, and Vanya just tells him she's really just trying to make sure you have my best interest at heart, but I can admit she may not have gone about it the right way. But she does have good intentions, and I don't think she did anything wrong. I don't feel like the questions were too harsh, too invasive, anything. I don't see there being anything wrong with her trying to make sure he's not just trying to take advantage of her or use her or any of the sort. But they find out they can't go kayaking because of the weather, so now they just take a walk along the beach, and the tension is so thick and it's so awkward. I don't understand why she wanted to have this happen so quickly anyway. You could have just gone through things slower, girls. Slow down. Clearly the reason why this relationship is not working already is because you rushed into it in the first place anyway. If we're gonna be real, I don't think that Tony likes you like that. I feel like, if anything, he is almost forcing himself to like you, because he did not give any energy that he was trying to be in a relationship. You are the one that initiated that, not him. And I feel like whenever it's the woman pushing for more of the commitment from the man, then it's like, I just feel like when a woman has to basically like beg a man to commit and like get in the relationship type of thing, it should already be a clear red flag. He's just not that into you, and that's okay. Get someone that is. I just hate to see how much like she's pushing this and it's clearly not working out, and she's like desperately trying to hold on to it and make a square puzzle piece fit into a circle piece, and it's not going to work, and she does not see that. So we're getting over to Gino, a very short quick scene, thank God, and they're leaving the restaurant after being with Gino's uncle, and Gino's kind of worried that Natalie might be a little bit scared about the relationship after his uncle brought up the topic of kids. Gino gonna talk about I hope that Natalie is still open-minded to it at some point. I do want my own kids. Like, Gino, that ship has sailed eons ago. You need to be looking for adoption options. Like, you thinking that Natalie is going to want to have any more kids is laughable, honestly. You can see it on her face when he was talking about it. Every single time she wanted to have the next subject, next, skip, because she's over having any children. She has adult children now. Why would she want to start all over at what, 50? No, I think not. They get back to Gino's place, and Gino gives Natalie this reassurance. After she asks him, like, oh, so you said you were going to stop talking to other women. Like, are you being serious? Do you think you can do that? And he go talk about I don't know. Like, this is not a game. Hello? Like, she's trying to be so for real, and he's laughing about it. Like, girl, you're taking this serious? You see this as appealing? I don't get it. I don't understand why she's taking this seriously. And she's actually satisfied with whatever reassurance he gives her. He's like, yeah, I'm done with that. I'm like, that's it? That's all you needed to feel reassured that things were going to go in a good direction and Gino's actually trying to change? No action to follow it up? Nothing, just whatever he says, that's it? Yeah. I don't feel sorry for you, Natalie, if Gino go ahead and plays you in your face, because for some reason, when you give like guys like Gino a chance, they feel like they are somebody now, I guess, and now they want to sit over here and shit on you. So I hope you understand that this is not going to end well if you're going to be this gullible when it comes down to Gino and whatever he tells you. But she's trying to give Gino like 10 different signals and signs that she's ready to have sex, and he's not getting it. He's not understanding what she's trying to motion to. She's like, I'm tired, Gino, like, let's go to bed. And he's like, oh, this early? It's still kind of light outside. Like, seriously, Gino, you know what? Skip it. I don't even want to waste my time because, Natalie, you're playing games. I feel like at this point, you're playing, and I'm not even wasting my time to watch. Next. So getting back over to Liz, Julia, and Sophie, they just get done with a water aerobics class, and they sit down to chat. Liz tells them that she's been holding on to this secret, and the secret is she's dating someone back home, and she's also here trying to talk to Via. So she's concerned and she's scared about how he's going to react when she tells him that. And I'm like, you should be, honestly. You should be, because you should have told him that in the first place. You should have told him that in the front, what was going on, because now it looks like on his end that you were leading him on, strung him along. What is he supposed to do with that information though? Like, is he supposed to be like, you know what, okay, that's fine, we can still get to know each other? I feel like the only thing that makes sense for his reaction is to cut you off. Like, why would he want to waste any more time with you if you already are in, process of having a relationship with somebody back home? Yeah, I don't know what you expected, Liz, to be the outcome of this, but it ends the exact way I thought it would. Next, getting over to Cold Sorry whack ass. He's sulking in his hotel room talking about he misses Courtney. And he essentially, from what I got from this part, he essentially blames Courtney for his cheating, saying that he felt stuck at her parents' house and he couldn't do or go anywhere without her. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Because she was taking care of you, you dumb fuck. Like, you don't have any appreciation for anything. You're gonna say that you felt stuck? What? Huh? You didn't have to go to her parents' house. You could have went to Debbie's house and had your mom take care of you, your mama's boy bitch. You didn't have to have her be around you at all. You wasted her time, disrespected her and her parents and their home. You are full of shit. And I don't understand why his thoughts go in this route. Like, what are you thinking? You justify this in your mind? This makes sense to you? I don't get it. He says talking to Diana gave him the freedom he was looking for. Wow. If you wanted so much freedom, you could have wheeled your ass, yeah, out of Courtney's parents' house and gone all the way to Diana and had her take care of you. How about that? Colt now goes to call Diana, saying that he has not spoken to her ever since Courtney broke up with him, because when Courtney was going through his phone, she told Diana all of the tea, which I'm like, oh good, so she already knows everything that's been going down. When Colt gets on the phone with her, she's of course very hurt and devastated about what happened, and Colt tries to explain that this wasn't supposed to happen with me and Courtney. I was already planning to go out and see you, but I broke my leg unexpectedly, and me and Courtney clicked after she offered to help X, Y, and Z. So this just wasn't even supposed to happen. Regardless of that, it still happened. You still cheated. It does not change the situation at all. And she clocks him for basically trying to use her as a rebound or his last option. She doesn't want anything to do with him, and she quickly hangs up in his face. And I was like, damn, like, that was hilarious. She's like, click. And that was so off. And he was like, wow. I'm like, what did you expect was going to happen? I don't understand. You are almost 40 years old. Your frontal lobe has been done processing, been done developed 20 years ago. Hello? When are we gonna grow the fuck up, Cole? It is astonishing to see this grown ass loser man come through here and have all these issues and do like this pity sob story of how he's hurt so many people and I have this problem and woe is me, bro. Shut up. We don't want to hear you. We don't want to hear your sob story. We don't feel sad for you by any means. He goes on his little soapbox speech about he's taking full accountability and he knows he doesn't deserve her, but he's going to do whatever he can to get her back. And the producer's like, which one? Which woman are you talking about? He says, I don't know. Like, I'm over the games. Cole. We're over you. We don't want to hear you going after Courtney. Please don't let it be Courtney. If anything, have it be Diana, off of camera, off of where we can see it. Do not bother Courtney. Leave her alone. Let her heal. Let her move on. She does not want anything to do with you. You sending your mom over there to do a Captain Save a Hoe does not work. She does not want to have anything to do with you. She already told you that. Told your mom that. Take the fucking hint and move on. Next, getting back over to Vanya, she's still telling Tony how upset she was with him hanging up in her face, and she's trying to not make the same mistakes she's made in the past, overlooking the red flags early in the beginning of the relationship. And she does make a good point that a lot of these men will kind of like fake it till you make it. Like, they'll act one way in the beginning and then they'll get you and then they'll act like their true selves. That's what she said, and I'm like, I understand where you're coming from with that. But Tony at this point tries to take accountability, tries to apologize, and he explains that he does have these controlling tendencies sometimes when things don't go his way, which it is good that he can acknowledge that, but also it's not good that you still have those tendencies at this age. I don't get it. I don't understand these men that have gone through all of these different ways of life. You're up in age. You would think that you have learned these things already. Like, that's not gonna fly in a relationship where you think you can control people just because you don't get what you want. That's not how things work. He doesn't think that it's fair to be judged based off of that one situation, but Vanya is not letting it go. Like, she's looking at him sideways still. She's trying to be super cautious, and she's outlining within herself, like, this is not something that I can overlook. I need to take that into consideration when it comes down to the future of this relationship, which I think shows a lot of growth, because clearly she did not do any of these things in the past, and she's tired of being burned, and I do not want to see that for her. I do not want to see Tony burn her. I want her to love herself, put herself first, and when she feels that discerning feeling of something's not right, it's time to bounce. So getting to the final scene over to Liz, her, Via, and Julia go to a dancing class, and just side note, I think Julia is like a friend you really want to have around. She's always positive, she's bubbly, she makes the mood uplifting and happy. Like, I would want a friend like Julia around, but she's having a great time with Via. They're dancing, having a grand old time, but in the back of her mind, she feels really guilty about what she has to tell him about the guy that she has back home. After they get done dancing, she does break the news to him. And of course, he's upset. He feels deceived. He feels like he's been backstabbed. He's been wasting his time, X, Y, and Z, and he is not going for it. And essentially, he is not going to continue on with her. That's what I got from it. Does anyone else feel like he kind of was like this, like us continuing on with a relationship or trying to get to know each other is like a waste of time at this point? You're going to go home. More than likely, you're going to get in a relationship with him. So what is the point of us continuing on? So I feel like at this point, this might be the last time we see them together. Hopefully we get like maybe one more like goodbye scene, maybe. But it just seems like at this point, Liz, she could not handle it. She gets up because she's so emotional. There's so many emotions going around her. She feels guilty, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, you should have just been honest in the first place, Liz, then we wouldn't have to go through this. But I guess this is more of like a lesson learned. But on the other hand, it's like, they've only been here for so long, and it's not like they've been so invested in like I love yous or anything, even though if that was the case, it would already be a red flag. I'm just saying, like, they're not so invested to where it's like I've spent all this time and money and all these feelings on you, you know? It's so fresh and new. So I understand why Via's upset, but I hope it's more of like a, okay, I got over it and I can move on quickly, because this was more of like a summer fling. It wasn't that serious, but still, like, I can see where he's coming from with feeling like let on and just feeling like his feelings were just wasted at this point. But anyway, that's the end of the episode. This next episode looks like it's about to be so juicy and so good. Let me know how you felt about this episode in the comments down below. This episode kind of felt like more of a filler, which is fine. I think it was still a good, entertaining episode, but the next episode, things start ramping up, and I cannot wait. I'm getting ready. If you did like this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!